everybody. Greetings especially to the fragrance community. I'm Pamela and I'm here to give you guys my first official review, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I would like to start off my videos, every single video, expressing gratitude or my gratitude. And I'm reading a book called The Magic, and it's just teaching you about making gratitude a way of life. So I would like to express my gratitude to all the perfumers and all, for example, the fragrance publishers, everybody who has invested in believing in the perfumers or the creators, the greats who have created the perfumes that we're reviewing, the perfumes that have, you know, that we have grown to love and express our passion for this artistry through. So like I said, this is my first review, and we will be reviewing Van Cleef and Arpels. This, guys, is the holy grail fragrance. This is my old money fragrance. This is my I have it all together fragrance. I love it. I've had it for a year, and as you can see, it's a simple but very, I guess, elegant packaging. The bottles are just nice and simple with the Van Cleef and Arpels insignia. The sprayer, I'm not gonna waste the little 1 ml that I have left, or less than a ml of juice I have, but it's very good. It doesn't overspray, it's not too little, it's just perfect. The cap is quite good and it holds quite well, so you're guaranteed that your use is secure. And it comes in a little coffin, and you can put it back in. Yeah, I guess the packaging is just good. It's amazing. It's one of the best, I think. I think more perfume houses need to explore, packaging their fragrances better. So anyway, I have a 45 ml bottle, and as you can see, of the 45 ml that I had, I have like less than a ml left, but it's okay. I'm saving up for a new bottle. This time I want a 75 ml because this is just one of those fragrances that I love wearing, whether I'm in casual clothing, whether I'm going out for dinner. It doesn't really matter. It's just that perfume that I wear when I want to feel good. It's a fragrance that I wear when I feel like, Pam, let's just put ourselves together and let's just, present ourselves to the world in a more grown-up, sophisticated, elegant lady. When I want to be a lady, I wear this. This is like, oh my gosh, I love this fragrance. And this fragrance is compared a lot to Bois, which I've also smelled, I've worn. I had a sample that I got 2 years back from one of the other members of the community of Facebook, and I actually really liked Bois, and I was like, oh my god, it doesn't have the strength that this has. So I did a bit of research and I found out about this, and I was like, I will get this bottle. And I think 2 years later I got it as a gift from one of my dad's friends. So it's amazing and I love it, and I'm always going to have a bottle of this in my collection. I will never ever go without it. This is like a perfect signature scent, and at the moment I'm like 7-8 years away from marriage, but at this point in my life, this is my wedding fragrance. Just a point of information. But yeah, this fragrance, when it opens up, okay, let me first tell you guys about the notes. Not that you don't know about them, but it's got vanilla, iris, incense, driftwood, ambergris, vetiver, and French labdanum, and myrrh, which, for my personal taste, I love any fragrance that has myrrh, and the myrrh in this, on my body, it really comes through a lot, and I just love it. I just love it. Anyway, in the opening, very sweet, but at the same time woody. Like the driftwood comes, like it projects from my skin. It projects quite a bit, and the vanilla also projects a lot from it. And I think it stays there for about 30 minutes. And after the 30 minutes has passed, I now start to experience it, like it gets a bit more spicier or smokier, and the incense comes through. The iris is always there, by the way, from the beginning. It's just that in the very beginning, the initial like spray and what projects from my skin from the beginning, predominantly we get the driftwood and the vanilla. But once it wears longer, I get that incensey, smoky scent, and the iris now comes through and it starts shining. And of course, it is the main note. I love iris-based fragrances. I also like fragrances that have myrrh. I mentioned it to you, and for me, the myrrh starts to project. Once we hit our point of wearing the fragrance, that's where the myrrh comes and gives you this animalic, almost like, yeah, an animalic scent. And I can't get over that stage of the fragrance. I wish it stayed that way for like the rest of the fragrance, but I enjoy that period of the fragrance for about 2 to 3 hours, and then it becomes a lot sweeter after that. I think this fragrance projects very well. It gets you so many compliments. Like, you do not wear this fragrance and just not have somebody tell you something good about it. Although I've only had one negative comment, but that was from a friend who doesn't really like my taste in fragrance. She just thinks I wear really spicy and smoky scents, and she doesn't take too well to my taste. But everybody else who I come across, I don't even need to ask them about the fragrance. They just tell you this fragrance is life, honey. Yes. Once we get to the dry down of the fragrance, it's very sweet. That's when the vanilla now projects like a beast on my skin. It's close to the skin, obviously. It doesn't project as much as it did in the beginning, but now your vanilla comes through, and I still get that incensey and myrrhy vibe. But the vanilla is literally the main player towards the end of the fragrance, which is not bad for me. I don't mind it, although I'm not really a sweet. I don't really like sweet fragrances as such. But yeah, I'm not gonna say too much about this fragrance. I love this fragrance. I call this my old money fragrance, guys. Compared to Bois d'Argent, Bois d'Argent is old money, and Bois d'Argent is new money. And I always tell this to my sister. And funny enough, the first time she smelled it off me, like I wore it, and she's like, "Pam, you smell like money." I'm like, "Yes, child, yes." It is. It's so elegant. It's sophisticated. It's intellectual at the same time. Like, the kind of person I see wearing this, if it's on a woman, it's this woman who has that sex appeal. Like, she's just naturally got that, If you guys are into, like, astrology and all of that, somebody, like, I'm a Scorpio a Scorpio rising, Scorpio ascendant. This is the perfect scent for like a Scorpio rising or sun sign woman, because you don't really need to try and be sexy and all of that, but this just brings it out even more without screaming, come get me. It's just a simple, down-to-earth, but still very sexy fragrance. The guys that I see wearing this is like a more mature guy, a SILVERFOX. I think a SILVERFOX, if I smelled this on a SILVERFOX on a winter's day, or like on a cold day, and he's in his navy blue coat, and he's put together, his shoes just on point, he walked out of the house feeling like, today we are the boss. It's not this on a SILVERFOX, I literally would die. This is the perfect SILVERFOX scent, because I find them to be so mysterious. I'm sure you guys have come across them, ladies. I know you have, and you're just like, oh, hello. Like, you don't even say anything but hi. Yes. But anyway, the age group that can wear this, I think, I won't say anybody. I'm 23, so I think a mature 23-year-old can pull this off, but mainly like a 25 and up. Somebody who's very confident and just wears fragrance for themselves. You know, you wear it for your own appreciation, not to get compliments from people, not to impress anybody, because some like it, some don't. And I mean, the negative comment I got off this was so negative that I was like, Pam, clearly some people would be like, what the hell is this chick wearing? And what I love about this fragrance is that you can wear it during any season. I live in Botswana. I just feel like it's one of the hottest countries in the world. Our temperature can get as high as 40 degrees, and I still appreciate it. Obviously, when it's extremely hot, I use like 3 sprays. I'm quite heavy on, you know. I appreciate fragrances that are strong and they project. So because this is not that strong, I'm heavy on my hand when I'm wearing it. On a normal day that's not too hot, so on a summer's day, 2 to 3 sprays behind my ears. No, actually 4 sprays behind my ears, behind my neck, and on my chest. And it really just lasts the whole day. Everybody smells it. I also like spraying it on my shirts because, I mean, it wears longer. In winter, in winter I'm much heavier on the hand with it because, I mean, it's winter. Fragrance doesn't project as much as it would in summer, and this is honestly, I think I prefer it though in the spring and autumn season, because I don't need to overspray and I still get that fragrance. It stays on my skin for forever. I get whiffs of it as I go through my day. I love wearing it at the office because I just feel so powerful. You get what I'm saying? So that's one of the times that I really enjoy wearing it, or when I go out for dinner, because I know literally there is not a single soul who smells like me. Guys, from like every time I wear this, I think of a library. It takes me back to my days when I was studying. I studied law for 2 years, and this scent takes me back to the law library. Like, I don't know why, but it got that booky feel to it, like the smell of paper. I guess that comes, or maybe even the pencil. The driftwood can also smell like pencil to you. So I guess that it just takes me back to my student days. Although I didn't wear this during my student days. I did wear the Bois, the little decant of Bois d'Argent that I wore. I think it's a very sensual fragrance, and it says a lot without, like, I wrote here, it speaks little. Yes, it speaks little, but says much. It's just the perfect scent for somebody who is confident and just knows themselves and they are whole. I feel like anybody who's whole and doesn't feel like they need the world to validate them, this is the kind of fragrance that you should try out. I don't know, I'm making this spiritual thing, but it really shouldn't be. But fragrance to me is a bit spiritual. Like, it's my passion, it's my destiny, it's my calling, so there has to be that bit of spirituality to it. Price point in Botswana or in Africa, because I'm based in Southern Africa, I'm going to give you the prices this side. This 45 ml was 1,300 pula, which is about, it's actually quite cheap when you think about it, which is about $100, 90 something pounds. And then you get the 75 ml for 1.8, which is about $120, $30. and just a little bit over 100 pounds. I think it's worth it. It's a very versatile fragrance. You can wear it like to any occasion or on any occasion, and you will always smell good. You will always smell different, but you'll smell very pleasant, and it's a very inviting scent. I think this is a perfect date scent, by the way. Very perfect date scent. Also because of that animalic aspect to it. Oh, I wanted to say, I go on like a visual experience when I wear fragrances, and the image that I get is that I start off in a wood workshop, but the wood is not green or fresh wood. It's old stale wood, and I guess that's where the driftwood comes from. And basically people are sawing that wood or whatever they call it, and then you walk out into a very not really dark, but yeah, a dark winter day, not snowy, but just you could just after it rains, you know how dark the clouds are, and the air is the breeze is fresh and clean and very comforting. And then as you're walking, let's say we're walking down a park, normally it's or in a forest, but for me it's more the forest, and you see little squirrels running around everywhere, all over you. That's where the myrrh comes to me. Every time I smell the myrrh, I think of little squirrels roaming around the forest and all of that. And then the iris just comes in, and it just gives you this uplifting floral, but not like a beautiful floral powdery scent with the sweetness of the vanilla. And I just think it's the perfect autumn fragrance. It's perfect winter. For me, I don't know what winter, spring and autumn, but mostly autumn and winter. That's the vibe it gives me, but it wears better on me in spring and autumn. Ratings. For projection, I'll give this an 8. It's not a beast fragrance. The projection is not hectic and overpowering. When you're standing close to somebody, they can smell it off you and they'll appreciate you. Maybe a meter. It projects at least a meter. And then the sillage is my favorite part. You don't walk past the person and they don't tell you smell good, so you leave one of the most unique and beautiful scent trails. So I'll give that a 9. Longevity, it wears long. It wears quite long. I'd say maybe 8 hours on my skin. And of that 8, it projects for about 4 hours on my skin. So for longevity, I would give it an 8. And the overall scent is a 10 for me personally. Only because these are the type of fragrances I like. I like very strong and incensey, myrrhy, spicy and smoky scents. Your orientals and your woody fragrances. So this is right up my alley, but it's the more down-to-earth version of the fragrances I like. Yeah, and the other day, this is actually the second time I'm reviewing. This is the second time I shoot the video. And on Friday when I first shot this, when I smelled the fragrance off the bottle or off the sprayer, I got a bit of patchouli. I don't know if I'm crazy, but guys, you tell me. Whoever owns a bottle, go and just smell it off the sprayer. You know that dampness of patchouli, that damp smell, which is, when I review Angel, you hear all about it. That's what I got off this. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope I didn't go on for too long. Again, Van Cleef and Arpels Bois, one of the greatest fragrances. Emily Copperman did a very great job, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, thank you for watching, guys.